Hello, this is Thomas with Sasquatch and Cigars. Welcome to tonight's episode. The other night I did a quick video of me smoking a cigar at the lounge. I only did the lighting, unwrapping and lighting, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the cigar that I smoked. This is the cigar that I smoked. This is the San Cristobal Revelation. This is the Odyssey size. I have some notes on this. So the Odyssey is 5 3/4 inch with a 60 ring gauge. It's considered the Gordo. It's, the wrapper is Ecuador, Sumatra. Binders and filler are Nicaraguan. It's medium bodied. You're supposed to get notes of caramel, almond, coffee, cinnamon, pepper. Is crafted by Pepin Garcia in Nicaragua for Ashton Cigars. It's rated at a 993, and this particular stick was $12, which is not bad. It's not going to break the bank, and I would say, in my opinion, the other night of smoking it, the notes that I got started off kind of like a cocoa, like a little bit of a sweetness, and that hung around for like about the first the first third. The second third, it got more of a nutty flavor, and then the final third is where I didn't get any. It says you're supposed to get cinnamon out of it. I didn't really get cinnamon. I got like a baking spice, but not cinnamon. And all in all, I would say that this was a really good smoke. To me, it was a light to medium body. The draw on it was excellent. I had no problems with it. The burn was really good. I didn't have to babysit the draw, the burn. I didn't have to, continually. Some cigars I've noticed, or I've had to even out the burn with my lighter. Didn't have to do that with this one. All in all, the construction is very well put together, and it's just a really good, tasty cigar that's not going to break the budget. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, Sasquatch, the other half of the show. So I've been, for whatever reason, the rabbit hole that I went down this week was the Sierra Sounds. The Sierra Sounds are a series of recordings that were done in 1971 by Ron Morehead and Al Berry in the Sierra Nevada mountain range in California. So as the story goes, there was a group of guys that had a hunting camp up in the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's like 8.5 miles out, and it's supposedly got I think they said like a 4,000 foot elevation change. So, and the best way to get in there, they said, was by horseback. Another way to get in there is by hiking, but obviously that's going to take you a bit longer. But apparently this group of guys went up there, and they were going to do some hunting, and they ended up having some weirdness happen, as some strange events. Like these creatures were coming in towards their camp and making sounds, and it was enough that it scared one of them that the next day he got up and just took off. He left a note and said, "I'm out of here. I'm not staying around for this," and got on his horse and left. The other guys kind of stayed there, and the one that left kind of got concerned about him, and he talked Ron Morehead, a friend of his, into going back up there. He wouldn't go alone, but he said if Ron comes, he'll go, and Ron brought some recording equipment. And they went up there and met up with the guys, and the guys said that they were still having some interesting encounters. And you know, that night they had some more encounters, and that's where they recorded the sounds. They actually had, like I said, they were recorded in 1971. They were analyzed by retired U.S. Navy cryptographic linguist Scott Nelson, who concluded it's definitely a language, it's definitely not human in origin, and this could not have been faked. Um, just for those that don't know, a cryptographic linguist is a military intelligence professional who analyzes, translates foreign languages uh, to get intel. So he's, you know, somewhat of a language expert. They also had, um, I think they said like an electrical engineer at one of the universities took a look at the tapes, and he concluded that they were unaltered, unedited, and you know, authentic. Other experts have concluded differently. Um, they claim that it could be animal vocalizations such as black bear cubs, elk, deer, coyotes, and it could even be humans faking it, using recordings played back over a speaker, post-recording equalization, or noise reduction can make sounds appear unnatural. I do have kind of a side story to that. When we were in Virginia, my brother used to run sound for a band out there, and he would get and Halloween, he would get their big mixing board, and he would make different vocalization effects with his voice to kind of scare the trick-or-treaters. It was pretty cool. But so I know that, you know, shenanigans can happen and stuff like that. But to this date, the debate is still going on about these sounds. I am going to try and put a link to the video that shows the recording, or not shows it, but has the Sierra sounds on it. You can make a judgment call yourself if it's fake or not. I'm kind of leaning towards fake, just because some of it just sounds a little bit too goofy. One of the vocalizations and what is it? I can't remember his first name. I want to say Mike Moneymaker. He's the founder of BFRO. If I got his first name wrong, I apologize. Or maybe it's Matt Moneymaker. But he dubbed them the samurai sounds, and one of the vocalizations kind of sounds like, honestly, it sounds like a samurai warrior, you know, kind of doing a battle cry type thing. So that kind of makes me think that it's kind of a fake thing. Can't prove it. But it's interesting to sit there and listen to these things. Everybody involved with the camp and going up there, they swear up and down that it's all authentic, and they supposedly have plaster castings of footprints that they found, photographs of large bipedal footprints that they've seen, you know, and so yeah. If you have, like I said, I've said, you know, I kind of say it before in my other videos. If you have any stories that you're interested in hearing about, would like me to look up, leave a comment. If you have stories where you may have been in the woods and had some kind of weird experience, leave that in the comments. I would love to start a discussion about it. You know, that's the whole point of this whole channel, is to enjoy a good cigar and talk about cryptids and cryptozoology and things of that nature. Who knows, maybe someday we may even delve into like the spiritual realm of ghosts and stuff like that. I actually have a interesting thing that happened to me years ago, but that's for another time. Anyways, So that's it for tonight. Again, the San Cristobal Revelation is an excellent cigar. Try it. You'll like it. Thank you.